there, my fabulous little tacos. I'm going to do my very first tutorial for new people. And today this tutorial is going to be making an OC. Now, may I just point this out? There are many different types you can make an OC with different type of bodies and shape and sizes and everything like that. But today, we're just going to do basic ones. Something like this character here. Now, may I just point this out? This is a free to use person, which the app also comes with free to use other things like girl base. Oh wait, no, not a girl base. A base like this. There's basically so many bases that they have here just for you to start using because you are new to the app. But you see, I have the Pro. And of course, with the free and the Pro, they will still present these things for you. Now, may I just point this out? You can either use the bases that they have given you or create your own from the very scratch. And today, I am going to do the scratch one. And the character that is going to be made in here will be a giveaway one. So, don't know how this giveaway, no. The first one to comment, I'm a magician, would get this OC with all his little kinks and bobs. Alright, let's start. Now, to make an OC, oh goodness gracious, there are, what I'm going to say, two ways to do it. Either draw up your OC and then basically trace over it, or get inspired from other people's OCs. But there is a cost for doing that. You got to say you were inspired by them. And there also is a very chance that you get so inspired that you accidentally stole the character. Believe me, I have done this myself. Well, almost, anyway. Gladly, my best friend helped me fix that problem. She's also a fabulous little artist. Alright. Now, just gonna do this round about 5 times. Going to make the head. Gotta make sure that you don't make the head too big. Can easily change the thickness and length. Now you see, as it's happening, the length is making the circle go smaller and smaller. And yet the thickness makes the circle bigger and bigger. Now, I'm just gonna make this skinny and bring it down. Gonna give him a bit more thickness. Down a bit more. Lower that thickness. Now, so this is what you may say a neck. Some OCs, some other OCs don't really have this, but I'm just basically showing how you can make a neck. Like that. Now, to make arms, the way how I do it is that I make it a longer length of the body. And then I go to split and cut it in half. But then I also make sure that it's not too long for the body, not too short. And if I find it a bit too long, then I just basically bring it back a bit. There we go. That looks a lot more better, doesn't it? Yee. Boop. And I'm gonna copy and paste this. because normally the legs are the same size, but I'm just gonna make these just a tad bit longer. Mess around with it. Mess around. The legs are clearly too short. It's raining today. I wasn't expecting rain, so I do apologize if you hear rain. Alright, now you can also add feet. Just like this. Simple feet. Just a simple little feet like that. If you want to go to the very extreme, you can make a shoe. But this is a new person video shoe, so yeah. And may I just point this out, making shoes is quite hard and difficult, so I suggest reflections. And dang it! I'm sorry if you can't really hit me. And I don't want to add feet for this character. Why are the feet so short? I made it so long. Why are you so short? Gotta make sure I don't make it too big. Because if you make it too big, then she's going to look a bit weird. Now you see, this is copy and paste the same thing, the same leg, is very useful for you because then you can tell unless the leg's too short, too long. Yeah. Oh. Don't do what I just did. that looks around about nice. Now let's split the legs. Let's do a little test here. Yeet. That looks right. That looks right. Alright. I see every OC has their little touches to them. Now I'm going to bring up images to inspire me. And I already looked at it. And there are these two images that have inspired me. Can I go in? No, be gone. So you can... There are two ways to make a bow tie. You can push this to the front. And you have to make it a different color, or else you won't be able to see it. How about I make it red? I'm gonna flip it like that. I'm gonna make it a bit skinny as well. It's a bit too bright of a list. Let's just bring that down a bit. There we go. Be gone. Ugh. And then boop. Then what you do here is that you copy this, print it, then you flip it. And you change this into that. Yeah. Then make it skinny. Yep. Is this? Yep, that's the right thing. I see. That's why it's not looking right. There we go. You gotta make sure that it looks like an actual bow tie. But since this is a simple one, it doesn't look like that. Oh, hi, Daddy. You look a bit wet there. Oh, my daddy just arrived back home. And we're gonna do that. That might be a difficult trick to do. It is quite difficult. There we go. But over time, you will get the skills for it. Boop, boop. Now I got to Got to warn you this. It doesn't affect the spot, but when you do something like this, you won't be able to select that unless you move the dot away. So what I do is I go here, boom. And if you want, you can make your little, wait, no, you can't do that. You can only do that if it's a circle that you're using. And look, we got a pretty bow tie. Isn't that pretty? So movable. Wait, there we go. Definitely pretty. And I can copy the arm. Do this. Now what you have to do is that you make these part of the arms go on the top. So then you can make something like this. So it can go on top of the bow tie, like, oh no, I'm so shocked. Stuff like that. Basically, easy. The legs only matter unless your OC's going all the way down there. But you don't make the legs go forward, back. I like to do them back just in case my nodes are above the number. And there we go, we got a simple little magician here. He got a nice bow tie. He's quite simple, quite innocent and cute. Goodness gracious me. So that's our basic little magician. I'm gonna call him magician. Oh wait, no. I want to add white gloves. So you do this. Make it white. Then this is the really tricky bit. Do something like that. Then you gotta, as you see as I zoomed in, there's little black lines. You gotta make sure it's the same angle. And if that's not working, give it a little bit of thickness. Just like that. It's nice and easy to use. Ta-da! I have a glove now. Just gonna do a little razzle-dazzle here. Whoop. It's not a pretty glove. I'm going to copy, print, flip. Nope. There we go. Ta-da! This is just a normal. Just a simple and easy one. Just for newbies. I'm checking again that it's not going to affect character's head. Also gotta make sure it doesn't affect the body. Now you see this right here is okay. Cause you can do it something like this. Ta-da! Huh. And so you can also make your characters in parts. A lot of people do it in parts. I normally just do it in 3 parts. And so that's basically, I remove the arms and the legs. So then, yeah, for special effects. I find it quite hard to explain why people remove those certain parts and leave them separated. There we go. Saved them. You add them to a library. I'm gonna put them in here. Gonna delete all these characters. Gonna change the background, just a little color, so then we can see them. Ta-da! Oh, I forgot. You can also edit one of your OCs, so then you can make a different OC. And now we're going to make little props for him, little tiny props. I'm going to make a hat, a nice top hat. Gonna shoot. Now what you gotta do here is that bring up your OC and make sure that this little square right here is not, and I repeat, not on this dot right here, because that is his head. That's where his head's going to be moving. And if you have it like that, lovely. And that also allows you to he has a noodle head. Also allows you to make sure you don't have the hat too big, too small. Gonna change this to that. Some people might not get this character, some people might not want it, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. There we go. Now we can kind of see it. Now as you see here, the top hat doesn't really fit with it, right? Oh, see we have placement problem. Well, that's okay, we can just simply do that. Check this. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna bring this in a bit more. No, this one. Bring it that much. A bit more down. Gonna bring this a bit more down. Ta-da! We made him a little top hat. Now you gotta stop all of that and make sure you have the stretchy tool off. So then his hat does not stretch. There you go, he gets a cute little hat. It's a basic one. Normally, as you've seen, I make glorious ones, but this is basic. This is for starters. So, yeah, that's a little basic hat. There we go. Let's go down. Boop. There we go. You got some nice little hat. Alright. Now, I'm going to move on to view sizes, I think is what it's called. It's basically the angle, view angles, there we go. Now you see, I like to do it 4. And I would suggest 4 versions of the views. So, let's go to the character and select it. This is quite simple to do. It's very easy to do. Now you see, you take this arm, make it a different shade, and push it to the back. Gotta make sure that you also copy the shade. Go there. To the back you go. To the back. To the back. To the back. Just gonna push you. There we go. Bring it down to the side. Just like this. Grab this. Wait, no. Gonna delete that. Gonna turn this one around. Gonna copy this. Make a separate little thing so then I can just have a fiddle with it. Sorry, I was listening to music before this. Whoop. Gonna whoop. There we go. We got a nice little bow tie placed in there. Gonna make that part not movable. And woo! And as you see, right here, that part is in front of the arm. And that's not what we want. That's a bad thing to happen. That's a no-no. So we're gonna go boop, 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 boop again. Ta-da. And also, you need to do this with the leg. If you don't do it with the leg, it's gonna look weird. Very weird. Also, gotta make sure you make the legs the same color. And the legs not in front of, oh wait, no, in front of the hand, because that's how legs are. They're on the side of us. They're on the side of our arms. They're not in the middle. And that's our side view. Now you see, since this is just one of the sides, and how his character is very basic, that's what, you can just make one side of it. Just simply one side. For more of the advanced sides, like a character having two horns that are different colors, you have to make two different sides. You can also, this also happens to the wings you make. Magician side. Boop. Now may I just point this out, you don't have to do this with the hat. The hat just sits as it is. Boop. It's plain and basic. You can also move the angle of the hat if you want, as you want, to just mess around with it. But I don't want to do that. There we go. Now that is two views. Now we gotta do the back view. Gonna grab a little magician here. Gonna do like this. Basically, make these go to the front. Now you see the head would go on top of all of this. Gonna sure that this does not affect the bow tie. I could just simply do it like this. Make it all simple, just taking my time. Now you don't really have to rush making your OC, because it's your very first one. You gotta take your time. Don't just rush in, just take it slow. Boop. Oh, I forgot his top hat. Boop. There we go. Yep. He was a bit dizzy there, wasn't he? Alright, there we go. That is our magician. That is how you make a very nice new beginner. Let's see. It's quite simple, quite lovely. Ta-da. And if you want to go for props for him, go right ahead. But it will be quite hard to do since you're new. I shall do in the next video how to make a basic gun. Just for new beginners. Nothing fancy, just new starters. Alright? And then after that, we'll go on to swords and then animation. Because right now, you need to make the props. Make the props for your animation. You can't just, oh, I have the OCs, now I'm going to smash it together. No, don't do that, you silly Billy. Start making the props first, and then make the animation. Alright, that is all, my fabulous little tacos.